Welcome back. This is an area of the map I haven't been on yet, so I thought I'd check it out. I have been, in the area closer to where the Fortuna main base is, because I spent a good amount of time trying to get fetch, if you remember. I still don't have fetch. And I'm not in a real big rush to explore all the things, because after I do that, then there's nothing to do. So, I've just been taking it really slow. I just finished getting my first Moa pet. I don't see... They're very squishy. I don't see them being worth the effort that you have to put in to get them. There's a lot of grinding. You can't put a potato in it until after you've reached a certain rank with rep. I think it's called a doer, which I haven't done because I'll go in and play and don't even think about doing missions. Ooh. Remember my first fight with those? Yeah, that wasn't pretty. So, I heard cats fighting, and I thought they were my cats. So I jumped up, went downstairs, and did the whole, "What are you guys doing? I'm the alpha in this house," blah, 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 you know, the stuff that you say. No, the cats, to make them know that you are the boss. And I rounded the corner to go in the front room, and they're looking at me like I had completely lost my mind. They're all just sitting there, just looking at me, and then I heard the fight again. So there were outside cats that were not my cats, because mine are strictly indoor, fighting on my porch. So after, dealing with that, I come upstairs, I'm dead. So I see how this is going to go already. What do I want to do here? Sorry, I'm trying not to die at the moment. See, they have that. Sometimes I can shoot through their little shield. Hold on a minute. Hold on. And sometimes just like that I can. Woo! Come on, babe. Dante is almost dead, so I've got to concentrate here a little. Oh, really? I can see how this is going. Okay. So anyway, so I apologize. I left the game. So technically that death wasn't my fault. That's the way I see it. So anyway, it's December. You guys know I hate December. I start being a whiny little something about December in November. December is the anniversary of when my brother died, and also from last year, the anniversary of when Johan died. So, and then my mother died in January. So usually I'm like, starting in November, can we just skip to February already? And I decided, I may have decided this last year and didn't do it, but I'm doing it this year, that I'm done with that. Because there's no point. They're gone. You know what I'm saying? And as sad as it is that they're gone, there's no point in holding on to that grief like that, to the point where, you can't help yourself from being sad or, having times when you miss, their presence, but, there's no point in, it's the anniversary of their death, and I'm not saying that, if you do that you shouldn't do that. You do you. But for me, I realize I take myself out the door backwards doing that. You know, I start in November, dreading December. You know, Christmas has holidays just stop having meaning. New Year's, you know, because I'm in a funk of what happened while my mother was living, just, you know, the year before she died. You know, my father died the day after 4th of July. You know, you see what I'm saying? So do you want to let the dead rule your life? And that just doesn't make any sense. So I'm pulling myself out of that and changing the mental space in my head so that doesn't happen. So yeah, I'm doing it this year. And next year, I'm not going to be having this conversation because I'm going to be out of that space. I want to get to the point where instead of saying the anniversary of their death, it's the celebration of their life twice a year, you know, something like that. So yeah. Oh, and speaking of changes, I mentioned this on some social media platform. I don't remember which one. Most likely Twitter, at Tyme2MoveOn, Twitter.Tyme2MoveOn. The 11th will be week 3 with no meat. Did you hear that? Maybe I'm hearing things. Sounded like there was like a wild animal other than my animal in here. So anyway, yeah, we decided every year for Thanksgiving, it came up years ago, deciding to explore different cultures and learn something new. So this year I made kids. Oh God. I don't like turkey. You ever have one of those Thanksgivings where your parents cook turkey and there's turkey left over for weeks? So you have turkey sandwiches, turkey dinners, turkey breakfast, turkey. Your mother figures out how to make turkey bacon. You know, you have turkey for a long time afterwards. So I got turkeyed out years ago. So I made a joke saying, you know, I'd prefer to eat, you know, when we were trying to figure out what to do. Kids don't particularly care for turkey either. They got turkeyed out as well. So, because I stopped eating turkey, but that didn't mean that turkey wasn't present on Thanksgiving. And, you know, they got stuck while my mother was still living, having to eat all of those turkey leftovers. And so they got turkeyed out as well. So anyway, I made a joke saying I'd prefer to have no meat than turkey. And like mother, like daughter, she went there. So yeah, we started the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, and the 11th will be the end of the 3rd week going into the 4th week. No meat. And I'm really not feeling it. Let me rephrase that. I'm not saying that I hate it. I'm saying I'm not missing meat per se. I'm not okay. Y'all hear that, right? What the hell is that? Where is it? Oh, we're about to do a battle. Where is it? You hear that, right? That is not my dog. Okay, so anyway, we bought a lot of stuff, like pastas and vegetables and stuff, not knowing how long, how long does a box of pasta last? I don't know. Don't usually eat it like that, like you make a thing of spaghetti, but you're not expecting to, go any length of time like that. So anyway, we bought I'm used to it being like a side dish, not a whole bunch of main meals, if that makes any sense. So we bought a lot, and so it's like, oh, well, Thanksgiving's over. We have a whole lot of food, so let's just go with it. And we went with it, and yeah, I'm not trying to say that people should not eat meat, because this is not going to last. I'm of the persuasion that I'll eat what I want, when I want, how I want. So right now we're playing around with that. So going into week 4, no meat, like a boss, not even feeling it, no withdrawal or anything like that. But I want to talk about the Game Awards. Did you see God of War holding it down? Oh, I was so happy for them. I was just like beaming. You would have thought, I can't turn you off. Oh, okay. You would have thought that I made the game myself. I was just so happy because that game was so good. It was so good. And a lot of people thought that Red Dead Redemption 2 would get it. I didn't think they would, because it was released too late in the year. There has to be a cutoff for that. And I hope it's in the running for next year, but I didn't think that they would get it this year. So I think God of War was good. That was good. And the reason why I want to talk about this is because this was the first time in quite some time, and that could be because I was so sick for so long, that I actually enjoyed watching the Game Awards, that I actually gave a shit about, watching them, and I had a good time. And feeling like, life is, I'm starting to get glimpses of my old self. Little glimpses of them. But yeah, but the other thing, Outer Worlds, I'm cautiously looking forward to that. Cautiously looking forward to it. But what I completely started fangirling over was Dragon Age. And I've scaled myself back now. I've scaled back because this is BioWare. And, BioWare. But I'm not going to, assume, because of what happened with Mass Effect and what's happening with a lot of AAA companies now, that they're gonna mess up Dragon Age. I'm not gonna do that. But I have to finish like I said on Twitter, it's like, oh my God, I gotta finish the other one, because I still don't know what happens with Inquisitions, but of course I was playing it before, but then I stopped because I couldn't for the life of me remember a lot of the things that I did in the game, and choices, I'd like to know what I did and why that's affecting that. Like, I remembered several things vividly. Like, one, Bull wanted me to go fight a dragon for sex, but he kept glitching. And when I went to go fight the dragon, he died. I died. He didn't die because he didn't move. He literally did it. Yeah, go watch the video. He didn't move. I died. So I dumped him. I got so mad I dumped him. So I had to do the romance thing, and I picked Cullen because I thought that Cullen would be a really sweet story, because I felt I should have been able to smash Cullen in Origins, in the first one. I thought I should have been able to smash that. And they just, denied my tune once again. So I thought that would be sweet. But then I was horrified because I finally got to the kiss and the sex scene, and my tune is asexual. Like, I got nothing. When he kisses her, she stands there like a lifeless doll. And then when they had sex, it was like, oh, finally. And it was a cool scene. It starts off good with, spoiler, if you haven't played it yet. He throws the stuff off of the table. He slides it, and I'm like, yes, I finally picked the good scene, And then it switches over to him in the bed, like he's supposed to be, naked. But what is my tune doing? What is my dysfunctional piece of shit tune doing? She's dressed, getting ready to go. It's getting ready to I was so outdone. I was heartbroken. Next BioWare game, I think I'm going to play a man. I think I'm going to play a man. Anyway, the third thing is that Blackwall disappeared. And I figured it out now, but I thought that my game was broken because he disappeared and I couldn't find it. Oh, God, that's so embarrassing. Anyway, I remember those things very, very distinctly. And yeah, I think the next game I'm going to play a man because my gut feeling is that Cassandra is so freaking stuck up. Who is he? Who are these people? I bet you she's the best sex in the game. I bet you she is. So I screwed up. I screwed up again. I bet you. I bet. Oh, they showed this. That's what we heard. Why am I even over here? Seriously. Like, oh, you know what? If I'd have played a guy, I could have got the gay guy too. I can't think of his name right now, but I could have smashed them both. Oh, men have all the good things lately. If you notice on Twitter, I have been just like, still trying to figure myself out because, I mean, okay, finding out that you're part Chinese, you almost die because you're not getting the right medicine because you're Asian. You're like, where did that come from? My identity, I guess I'm having like a little crisis of identity or identity crisis, whatever. I want to kill that. I want to shoot it so bad, but I know it's gonna kill me. And I don't even care right now. I want to fight it. Look at that. Yeah, it says deadly all over it. But yet here I am, fighting myself to go over there. Just literally fighting myself not to go over there. I mean, what's the worst that could happen to me? It's not like I already died and that wasn't my fault. Somehow I could say that's not my fault. You know, like curiosity killed the cat, you know? So anyway, yeah, I just realized that if I had played a guy, I could have smashed both of them. I bet you I could have. I said, you know, that's what I should do, is I should start a new character and see how many people as a guy I could. That's so immature. That is so immature. I should not do that. I should not do that. Look at that. Look at the scale. Wait a minute. Are you shooting at me? Where did that laser come from? It's just that in BioWare games, I always pick the worst. I just have the worst romances in there. But anyway, I gotta finish the game. I'm all hyped on finishing the game. But I had to. He's shooting at me. That's not fair because you see his bars are gray. I can't even damage him. That is that's a pussy move. We're just gonna put that on the devs, you know. Because I just, why am I so is it damaging me? Like, can I shoot that? I can't even shoot the thing that's it's not fair. Not fair. So yeah, I'm going to be playing that, Path of Exile. Yeah, that, and obviously Warframe. I actually dipped in on a free trial for Final Fantasy. No, not my thing. I don't see myself doing anything with that. It's a good game, don't get me wrong, but I don't like it. I'll see how this. They're supposed to be adding a mechanic in the game that makes it so that you don't have to run dungeons with other people. And if that actually works, then maybe, I will revisit the game, but I don't like a game telling me, micromanaging how I play it. I mean, I understand why they do that, but I like soloing dungeons for the challenge. So I'll usually, at least that's what I did with WoW. I would do the dungeon the next expansion. Because, okay, in WoW, gear stopped being cool years ago, You stopped getting, spells and abilities years ago. And you know what? Arcwing is not as fun. I don't even believe I'm saying this. I actually like my little itty bitty basic hoverboard more than Arcwing. And it's not that Arcwing is bad. It's got its uses. But as far as enjoyment, like right now, getting across the map, it's okay. But I actually have fun doing stunts and stuff. And I hope that they add a fun element to Arcwing, because I like the idea of Arcwing. I love the idea of being able to just and fly. I absolutely love that. It's very parallel to similar to what I'm going through in real life. Oh, okay. Reminder. Redefining myself. And that was the problem, because I've been talking about it on Twitter, is that I keep trying to minutely define myself, since I'm learning so many things new. Like, my grandfather wasn't who I thought he was, or not my grandfather, my mother's father was not who I thought he was, which is where the whole Asian thing came in. So there's things in my life that I'm just finding out about myself, and it's a journey. It's a journey. But I wanted to say, sometimes you just are, so just be, And once I decided tonight, I'm going to stop just trying to define and just be. And it just felt like it was like a huge weight lifted off my shoulders. Just huge. It's absolutely huge. So that was the new area. That's it for this one. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.